Your mileage with Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day might vary. The spectacle here does not come from alien-driven action set pieces like War of the Worlds. The excitement here comes from Steven Spielberg reveling in the paranoia and eventual catharsis that could come from learning there's other life out there. We've got two major characters. The first is a cybersecurity expert played by Josh O'Connor, who has decided to reveal the government's unsavory cover-up of alien life to the world. O'Connor has been building a body of work centered around more gentle, mellow characters over the last few years in things like Wake Up Dead Man and Rebuilding, and that is an excellent fit with Steven Spielberg, who has very much always believed in the altruistic side of people. O'Connor's performance is so earnest and winning here. And then you have Emily Blunt, who's a weather woman who becomes afflicted with the aliens' communications somehow. She's tapped into multiple languages, she's able to recall people's pasts that she's never met right in front of them. She essentially becomes all-knowing, but still lucid to her situation. So Blunt gets to deliver some really incredible acting displaying the fear and scrambled mind that comes with all of that. Definitely one of her best performances. And then you've got the sniveling villain played with refreshing cold subtlety by Colin Firth, who lends a sense of quiet realism to the government office scenes. A lot of this feels pulled out of a Jason Bourne movie. And that Bourne influence comes out in a lot of the action sequences as well that are mostly chases. They're as effectively exciting as you'd imagine from Spielberg. Eventually they start to go into more trickery because Blunt gets some superpowers, and those moments can feel a little hokey, a little too easy. And the script by David Koepp eventually ODs a bit on exposition. It really becomes about dumping these themes on the audience, especially Coleman Domingo gets saddled with a lot of that, and he falls a little flat in the process. It gets a little muddled and soap opera-y in the middle. But then Spielberg brings it home with a transcendent final sequence that is clearly the reason he wanted to make this movie. And while it's not entirely unexpected, it's just tremendously moving in execution, and I'll leave it at that. Manage your expectations. This is definitely kind of a Shyamalanified Spielberg outing. But if you can get on board with its fatalism and sentimentality within that somehow, you'll have a great time. It's a great coda on a lifelong fascination of one of our greatest living directors.